What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of NAS100 analysis today. Now, guys, yesterday's video basically is still going down. We're still in the area of ambiguity, but however, right, I'm just going to jump straight into it, because there was a gentleman, right, that gave some good insight into where he thinks market is going to go. It could be a he, it could be a she, I can't tell by the name, right? This awesome person is Alitaza, so big shout out to you, Alitaza, right? And I hope I said your name right. I hope I didn't butcher it, and if I did, my sincerest apologies, right? Not my intention at all, but I think you are right. I think market is definitely coming back to retest this zone again, right? It's already on its way there. Okay, it's already on its way there. And this week, I mean, these last 2 days, okay, market has not been friendly at all. First, it was playing games down here, and now it's playing games up here, okay? But the main man, or the main lady, okay, once again, I can't tell by your name, okay, but it is a fantastic name, though. I do like that name, Alitaza. I hope I said it right, but that is a nice name. You could even turn it into a brand. I think you're right. I think you are 100% spot on with your assessment based on where you think market is going to go. And I absolutely think, so this is not actually my opinion, this is your point of view that I agree with. I think market is coming to this zone right here. So let me just get my arrow, right? I think market is coming to this zone right here, right? It's going to give us a double top. It may push up even higher. It may push up even higher. But I think this is the area for us to keep an eye out on, right? And the zone in question will be this right here. So let me put a little thingamajig right here, and let me put another one right here. Okay, so the zone, the area that we're looking at, okay, is at the top end, we're looking at 11,274.09, and at the bottom end, we're looking at 11,237.64. okay, so this is the zone where price gets to. We want to basically keep an eye out on that area to see what price is going to do once it gets there, right? Now, there's a couple things that we also need to bear in mind as well, okay? There's a couple things we also need to bear in mind as well, which is super important. First off is this lower high that we have right here, okay? And this is considered a low according to the MACD. So let me just zoom up, make the MACD bigger, right? Make the MACD bigger. And if I drop my cursor right onto the bottom end, so that's this end right here, okay, and you was to keep your eye down to this end right here, you will see that we are in the MACD considering this a low, right? A low. So this is a lower high in comparison to this one over here, right? So what that could basically mean for us is this could be the beginning to another push to the upside. So whereas before I turned around and I said, okay, that I believe price is going to fall to the downside, right? And a part of me still believes that. So I believe price is coming down to this zone over here, all right? This move that we're seeing on the hourly could turn around and say, hey, do you know what? Before I even swing down, what I'm going to do is I want to test this level again. I want to come back up here, or even I might even want to come up to this zone up here, but this zone is more realistic, and this zone is more realistic. This one over here, I don't really know. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see. So moving forward, this week we got one more coming up, and that is the CPI, right? That's the CPI, and I'm actually going to talk briefly about how I plan to navigate the CPI. So what I'm going to do before we focus on what's going on here in regards to the CPI, right? I'm going to extend the calendar, and we're just going to take it to next week. So you want to have a look to see what's going on next week, right? So let me just filter out all the stuff we don't need. So we only focus on USD, and we only want the red news, right? So next week we can see we have a few days, right, where we can basically just ride the wave, right? So big confusion coming from Thursday. So Thursday CPI could do anything and anything, right? And going by what we've seen over here, okay, my advice would be this, right? When the CPI report is released, right? This is what I would say. I would say take it easy, okay? and don't go in there with pending orders. Right? Take it easy and don't go in there with pending orders, right? It might not go the way you want it to go if you walk in there with pending orders. And another thing as well that I've realized trying to trade the news is either you go in early with your orders, all right, which is risky, very risky, right? Or you wait for it to kick off. You wait for it to kick off, and then you wait to see if it starts to calm down a little bit, okay? Then consider jumping in. This is my best advice through experience, okay? Right? This is my best advice I can give you. You guys, some of you are experts, some of you are newbies, some of you are beginners, some of you are intermediate, some of you are advanced. So for the experts to the intermediate traders, you should understand what I'm talking about here. And for the beginners and the absolute newbies, be careful with CPI, right? Be careful with CPI, okay? Whatever you do, just be careful, right? Because it could go crazy. It could go crazy, right? So that's all that side there covered, right? So let me go back to the news again and let's see what we're talking about. So we go all the way up to next week. Okay, so Thursday to Friday, we got big movements, right? Big movements. And depending on where market is, so say for example on Thursday, so between now and say from between now, which is Tuesday, up until Thursday, okay, if we get price either in this zone over here or in this zone over here, okay, right, and bearing in mind an important thing would have happened, it would have produced a higher high, higher than this one, okay? So that basically means that if we're considering taking sales, we kind of need to be cautious, right? We need to see. So just to kind of reorientate myself, because I think I'm going a little bit faster than how I should be, right? So between now and Friday, should we get market hovering in this zone or in this zone before the news breaks out, okay, right? There's a good chance that it could either fly all the way up, okay, depending, and this is based on the higher low that we have right here, all right, or it could fly all the way down to the bottom of this trend line over here, okay? These are the two things that we want to keep an eye on between now and Thursday, where market is going to be before the news actually breaks out, right? Now, so we go through Thursday, we do well, right? I'm putting positive energy out into the world and to all you guys watching. So we go into Thursday and we all do well. We all do fantastic. We play it right and we get paid. Fantastic. Then we go into Friday and we also play it well because we have news on Friday as well, which is the prelim UOM consumer sentiment, right? So we go into that as well and we do well, all right? Then we have Monday is going to be quiet, so it's going to be an easy trading day for us because literally when there's no news, we can just literally just ride it super smooth. You got to keep an eye on other countries if they have other reports coming out on that day, but if there ain't much going on, it's going to be an easy trading day in my opinion, especially if you know what you're doing, right? The Tuesday, it could go crazy, and the Wednesday, it could go crazy. We've got a couple news coming out at 1:30, so we'll kick off. And then from Wednesday, where market settles up until Friday, it's an easy ride. It is going to be an easy ride. So long as nobody comes out and says anything crazy, it's going to be an easy ride. So let me go up to the 27th and let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it is going to be smooth. It is going to be smooth. So look at this, guys. Look at this, right? So Wednesday the 18th, we get all of this chaos takes place, right? We go in, we do well, positive energy out to all of you guys and to myself as well, because I want to be in the game. We go in there, we do well, right? Then Thursday, Friday, it's an easy ride. We're just coasting it. It's just nice and smooth. Monday, same thing, nice and smooth. And then we got to be careful on the Tuesday, and then we got to be careful on the Thursday, and then we got to be careful on the Friday. Right? So that is my views, and obviously I'm going to be aiming to release content as often as possible. So we can try to stay on top of this. And once again, guys, like I say, I don't know everything. I don't know it all. I do not know it all, okay? So I want you guys to share your thoughts with me. I may reply back in the comment section. I may not reply back in the comment section, okay? But I may shout you out in the videos, especially if you drop some gems like Aletaza did, right? He dropped. I keep saying he because I'm assuming it's a guy, but I don't know. But look, Aletaza dropped some gems, okay? And to my mind, he did what he was supposed to do. She did what they were supposed to do on this channel, which is we're sharing information. So guys, if you have solid information, not solid, if you have a thought, an idea, just share it, man, right? Share it, because I want to hear it. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what is going in your mind in regards to trading, not about anything else, just in regards to trading. All right, so make sure we keep it trading related. Okay, so yeah, so literally that is that. Oh, another thing I completely forgot to mention this. YouTube, in all their wisdom, has decided to give me super thanks. So what it basically means is, like the content, like everything I'm sharing with you, not only should you subscribe, not only should you drop us a like, not only should you hit the notification, but if you really are feeling what is going on, do you know what you can do? You could give me a super thanks, right? And that would be greatly appreciated. But I leave all of that to you. The button is there. You can hit it, right? I hope you do, but it's up to you. So guys, with all of that covered, okay, let's be vigilant in the market. Let's keep our eyes wide open, okay? And it's not a bad thing to avoid the news, because it is a bit crazy right now in terms of what it's doing. But however, the only way to learn how to trade is you need to go in there and build up battle scars. Sorry, you need to go in and build up battle scars, because then you know how to handle the news when it comes out, right? How to handle it when it comes out. And you can only know how to handle the news when it comes out if you're in it and you make a mistake, because there's no better way to learn how to do something than when you screw it up. Okay, so with all of that covered, my awesome human beings from across the globe, I want to thank you for giving me your energy one more time. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And for now, this is Pips and Points signing out.